Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BTNHD, and yes, we're doing a hands-on review on the Lenovo ThinkPad 13 Chromebook edition. So I'm super excited about this because I hardly get a chance to do a lot of Chromebook reviews for you guys. So this one is a good one. So let's get started. So some of the tech specs on the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. Now this particular Chromebook comes in three type of processors. You can either get it with an Intel Core i5 6th generation, i3 6th generation, and it even comes with an Intel Celeron 3rd generation processor. Primary operating system is the Chrome OS, and for the graphics processor it comes built in with an Intel Graphics. Webcam is only 720p. And the memory capacity goes up to 8 gigs of LPWDR3. Storage size only comes in two flavors. You can either get it with the 16 gigs or 32 gigs of eMMC, which is actually integrated with the motherboard. Now for the display, it comes with a beautiful 13.3-inch display size. Now it comes with three types. You can either get it with HD with the resolution of 1366 by 768 or Full HD, which will actually give you a resolution of 1920 by 1080. Now, I said three, and the reason why I say three is because the other two Full HD displays, you can either get it with an IPS or IPS with touch screen, and that's coming pretty soon. And the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook actually weighs about 3.2 pounds, which is actually a little heavy. Okay, so let's look at some of the ports on the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook from Lenovo. If you have the laptop facing you to the point that you guys are able to open it up, awesome. On the right hand side, let's take a look. This port right here is to lock the device down. We have two Type-C USB ports. This one right here is also where you plug in your power adapter. We have one 3.0 USB, and we have a hybrid 3.5 millimeter jack that allows you to hook up your headphone as well as your mic system. Okay, on the other side, we have one SD card reader, and we have an additional 3.0 USB port, but this one also has OTG on the go charge technology, and you have a nice little ventilation system right here to keep it nice and cool. And on the back side of the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook, there's no ports, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Mostly all the ports are on the right hand side or on the left hand side of the laptop. All right, so let's take a closer look on the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. And one of the areas that I would like to focus is the keyboard, because most of the time you guys are going to be using the keyboard when using this laptop. So off the bat, good space between the keys. I mean, to the point when I'm typing, I am not hitting the wrong key when I'm typing, which is awesome. The keys feel extremely smooth. I don't have to put too much pressure to type at all. It's just like a light tap, and automatically it picks it up. That's awesome. One of the bad things about this keyboard, it does not have a backlit. So that means it won't glow in the dark. So that means hopefully you guys know how to type without looking at the keys, because you're going to be screwed if you're using it on a dark area. The keys do feel a little bit plastic. The entire body is made out of plastic, but my main concern about the keys is that it looks like the letterings are like sticker types. So if you have oily fingers, eventually they're going to fade out. Now the distance between the keyboard and the trackpad is just dead on. I'm able to put my fingers on the primary keys and still use the trackpad without even raising my hand out and just doing this, which feels great. I think this is one of the best trackpads that I've used so far with the ThinkPad series, and it's very responsive, right on. I love it a lot. Again, the clicks, dead on clicks. When I'm clicking, it responds on the spot. When I'm moving the mouse or dragging and dropping something within the browser or doing something else, it's responsive. Great. Again, like I said, it's great distance between the keys and the trackpad. I'm able to type and do what I need to do, and also use the mouse with no problem. Now the size of the trackpad is dead on. It's not small and it's not too big. If we're talking about width size, it's about 3.7 inches, And the height size is about 2.6 inches, which is not that bad of a size to do what you guys need to do. So let's look at something else that you guys are going to be looking at all the time, and that's the display on the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. Now again, the display is about 13.3 inches, which is great. It does come HD and full HD. And this is actually the HD version, which the resolution is about 1366 by 768. That's not the highest, but it is the recommended for this particular laptop. The highest that you could go with this particular laptop could go up to the resolution of 1536 by 864. And the other two versions, you're going to get full HD with 1920 by 1080 IPS, which is pretty cool. And one of them pretty soon is going to be coming with touch screen. Now the display is awesome when you're dealing with outside because it has that beautiful matted anti-display technology on it. I'm actually able to take it outside in the park on a sunny day and work with it with no problem. Now for the brightness, this is the brightest that we can get. This is the brightest, and the darkest is this right here. This is the darkest that we can actually get. And it just completely goes black eventually. So if I raise it up, let's say 1, I'm still able to see what's happening on the display. Go up twice, that's 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. All right, cool. I'm gonna continue going up. As you guys can see, this is the brightest that we could get, which is not that bad. It's easy on the eyes. It's not bright to the point that it's hurting my eyes. It kind of fades out some of the colors. If you are a designer and you're dealing with a lot of photography and you're using a Chromebook, you're not gonna get that precise coloring the way that you want it, but it gets you there. So how loud does the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook go? A lot of us love to listen to music, so we're going to test it out. So I have my dB meter right here, and I'm going to play a MP3 audio file within the Chromebook. And right now, I'm going to turn the dB meter, and I'm going to show you guys how loud it is in my environment before I turn the music on. All right, so you guys see it's between around 40. That's the highest, or that's actually the minimum. So we're gonna turn on the music right now. We're gonna press the open, and it's on low. It's on 0 right now. And I'm gonna place this guy right now next to it. I'm gonna max it out. And then we're gonna raise the volume a little bit. All right, guys, so you see it's 84.4, which is a huge jump. The environment that we started with was around 40.0 decibels. With the music, full blast, 100% gave us 84.8 decibels. And again, the speakers are at the bottom of the laptop. One of the cool things about the laptop is that the speakers are actually underneath it. So if you have the laptop on a desk, the music is actually going to hit the desk and it's going to flow outward on both sides. You can actually feel the music, which is pretty cool. I can actually feel the music on the side. It's really weird, but it's pretty cool at the same time because I don't hear any distortion. I don't hear any scratchy noise, or the bass is on. It sounds great. So we had the laptop up and running since the beginning of our hands-on review. So it's time to take our infrared thermometer and test out the temp. So right now I'm touching the display and it's not hot, which I'm super surprised. It's nice and cool. So I'm going to shoot it. And it's reading right now 78.8. I'm going to shoot the keyboard area because that area is where the battery compartment, as well as the motherboard and the memory, the hard drive is located. So we're going to shoot it. And it's only reading 80.9. So I'm going to close the lid. And we're gonna place it on the back side because this is one of the areas that get hot a lot. And a lot of us love to have our laptops on our lap, you know, working. So let's shoot it. And it's only running 83.1, which is awesome. It's not hot. I'm able to put my hand on the back of the laptop without even feeling like it's overheating itself or it's gonna burn my lap, which is awesome. So my overall impressions of the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. The size is pretty on because it's about 12.68 inches and by 8.78 inches. And the thickness itself is about 0.78 inches, which is not that bad. My major concern is it is a little heavy. So traveling with it is going to be a hassle for those individuals that like to travel light and comfortable. Again, the weighing is about 3.2 pounds. The build itself is made out of plastic. One of the major concerns that I have is because it's built on plastic is if your hands are very oily, you're going to see all that oiliness throughout the entire body. Because the letters within the keys are kind of have stickers, if you have oily fingers, eventually that stuff is going to fade out and that's going to be a problem for you. Another major concern of mine with the keyboard itself is that it doesn't have a backlight. Traveling with it it's pretty awesome. Traveling with it is a concern because again, it weighs around 3.2 pounds. It's one of the things you get yourself a nice little comfortable sleeve and you just stick it into a bag or your suitcase and then you're good to go. Now for the battery life on the ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. A lot of you guys are always worried about the battery life because you're traveling. You want to travel with a strong laptop that could actually last long for you, not 5 or 4 hours. It's really hard to test out a Chromebook, but there is a command that you can run within the laptop, within the terminal command. And there's a battery test mechanism built in that you could test it out. And I tested it out with 3,600 seconds, which is actually an hour. And I fully charged 100%, 3,600 hour. It ran a couple of tests and to the point that it only drained 8%. So if you take that 8% that it drains every hour, to divide that 8% to 100%, you get between 12 hours. So, and Lenovo advertised it that it's going to last up to 10 hours, which is awesome. That's not that bad. For a laptop that's able to last between 10 to 12 hours, that's great. And that's it, guys, for a hands-on review on Lenovo's ThinkPad 13 Chromebook Edition. Now, I forgot one major thing to tell you guys, and that's the price. Now, this retail price is about $321, which is under $400, which is awesome for a Chromebook. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this hands-on review. Leave comments right below. Don't forget about hitting that like button. And make sure you guys subscribe because you know you want to subscribe to get the latest and greatest tips, tricks, and hacks and geeky-related topics at this guy's channel. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.